What's up guys, my name is Nate. Welcome to the channel. I'm gonna review your collections today. So I recently asked you guys to submit your collections to me for review. This is not gonna be a brutal roast session with Nate. Not at all, not one bit, unless you have Ood for Glory. You had it coming to you. First one is from Daniel, and he says, greeting from Spain. I'm not gonna read your guys' emails just in case you don't want them shared. Nobody prefaced that, so I'm just gonna kind of keep that out. I'm just gonna go off first name basis, just for, quality assurance, Okay, so Daniel here has some beautiful pickups. So Sedley and Leighton stand out in the back, Bleu de Chanel, and then Allure Homme Sport Edition Blanche. I need to get that one. I've heard so many good things about that Edition Blanche. From what people told me, it's like a lemon meringue pie, but it's mixed with the Allure Homme Sport kind of DNA. It's very fresh from what people said, but it's like a lemon meringue pie. And that sounds so intriguing, gotta tell you. Dior Homme 2020 in the middle there, good man. And then the original Dior Homme, I think that's Dior Homme Original, the re-release. If my memory serves me correctly. And then right there, I think you have Bulgari Man in Black Orient, or it's Orient, something, Black Orient. And then you have Men in Black down there. Great collection here, great collection. And then there's Hassavat over there. You've got some really good heavy hitters in here. I'm happy to see you do not have Nautica Voyage in here, good man. One that really stands out to me is Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Extreme. This one right here is a super good fragrance. I kind of associate it with Spice Bomb Eau de Parfum a little bit. It has that same kind of thing going on, but it's a very underrated fragrance and I love it. And then Nishane Annie right there, booyah. Anyway, Daniel, you have a good fragrance collection here. This is like, you'll never go through this in your entire lifetime, and you're gonna be smelling good for the rest of your life. So there's that. Thank you, Daniel, for submitting. Your collection is pretty damn good. The next fragrance collection is from Josh. And Josh just says, hope I'm well, and he's been watching the channel for a little while. Thank you, Josh, I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys, but especially Josh out there. All right, so this is a good tame collection here. It's not too many, not too little, right in that sweet spot. Missoni Wave, you know it. It's like the best cheap fragrance you can buy for the money. It's like amazing, especially if you live in a hotter climate. Missoni Wave is like amazing to have. Like Dior Homme Intense there, you gotta represent the Dior Homme Intense Club. Prada Black, I think Prada Black was in Daniel's collection as well. Really, really good stuff. Prada Black is one of those fragrances that just should be in your collection if you're dating at all, if you're single and even if you have a girlfriend, use it for your dating scent. It's a truly good scent. Nuit de l'Homme. Don't use that for dates, guys, please don't. It's on everyone's date list. Please, for the love of God, do not use La Nuit de l'Homme when you go on a first date with a girl. Two reasons. Any guy who's going on a date and needs cologne, they're gonna look up best date fragrances for men. La Nuit de l'Homme is on everyone's #1 list. So everyone is gonna hit order, next day delivery. And two, it's weak. So if the date goes on into the, longer hours of the night, you're not gonna be smelling good anymore. Don't wear La Nuit de l'Homme on a date. By no stretch of the imagination is it the date king anymore. Everyone smells the same when you're going on a first date. You got a pretty good collection here. Is that Jazz Club? Is that Jazz Club or is that By the Fireplace? I think that's Jazz Club. Anyway, Jazz Club or By the Fireplace, you can't really go wrong with either one of those. Anyway, thank you, Josh, for submitting your collection. I would actually recommend maybe getting some niche kind of fragrances. Maybe I would encourage you to, it kind of seems like you have the same taste as me, so I would encourage you to get Cedrat Boisé. Actually, you know what? Get Cedrat Boisé Intense. It is a beautiful fragrance, and you can start dipping your toes into niche products. And it looks like too, you like vanilla. There's a few vanilla fragrances in here. So if you like vanilla, maybe go for Nishane's Annie. It's a stunning fragrance. I would really encourage you to getting that one. Anyway, thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, man. All right, so the next one is from Patrick. And Patrick said he started collecting last fall. I know I'm lacking niche, but I'm gonna try to make it my next few purchases. So he's gonna start buying some niche fragrances. So on the left here, you got Mercedes-Benz Club Black. That really stands out to me. Great fragrance, love it. YSL Eau de Parfum, I think, yeah, in the back there. And then the little baby bottles. They're gonna grow up and be a beautiful fragrance, or they're gonna get reformulated. Parfums de Marly, Percival, I think that is. And that one is super intriguing to me. I really, really wanna see about getting that into my collection. I've heard some really good things about it. It's like a niche version of Mont Blanc, not Explorer, Legend, from what I've heard. And you have Spirit back there behind that one. It's, from what I hear, it's a great fragrance, and let me know how you like it. If you're watching this, leave a comment down below. Or if you have it and this is not your collection, let me know. I'm really interested in getting that one. I see you have Hawass in the background, and then you have Dolce & Gabbana, I think that's Mysterious Night, I think, or Mysterious One Night, something like that. But it's the blue bottle, Dolce & Gabbana, the one. I've heard really good things about that one too. And you got some Paco Rabanne, rest in peace Paco Rabanne. You got Lucky there, you got Platinum, Invictus, and then I think that's Invictus Intense, I'm pretty sure. The dark blue gradient. And then light blue O Intense. I don't own a bottle of light blue Intense. And people actually got on my ass about that. They're like, why don't you have it? I just think it's overdone, really. I think so. Same thing with La Nuit de l'Homme. It's like everyone includes it in their list. So it's like, why would I buy it? And then at the front there, Tom Ford Ombre Leather Parfum. I actually prefer the Eau de Parfum to the Parfum version. I feel like the Parfum version is just too soft for what it does. You know, like you know, when I want to wear Tom Ford Ombre Leather, I want something like really assertive. And I feel like the Parfum version just has it's a bit lackadaisy when it comes to that masculine edge to it. You know I don't know what I'm saying. You say here that you're gonna start adding some more niche into your collection here, and I would encourage you to, and I would encourage you also to get a little bit more like spicier fragrances. I mean, you are well covered, so like you could stop, you know, buying fragrances now and be good probably for the rest of your life. But if you're looking to get more fragrances, maybe start expanding your niche, but niche spicy, or niche like darker fragrances. Depending on if you're in a hotter or cooler climate. I mean, if you're in a hotter climate, your collection is set. You're really well off. But if you're in a cooler climate, I don't know where you're residing, but maybe some more spicy fragrances. Or you can do what you want and don't listen to a YouTuber, stupid guy. And the next collection is from Joe. He said 60 bottles, and it's all spread across his casting couch. Joe, what are you doing? So the first image here, you got all the Azzaro Most Wanteds up there, and then you got Azzaro Wanted by Night. I think that's what it's called. Mont Blanc, and then Creed Aventus. God, I need to get a bottle of Creed Aventus. Fuck. You know, these two Valentino Uomos right here, I need in my collection. Those two are like, I've been eyeing those for a very long time, and those, I need those. And then you got your 3 Creeds lined up there. I think that's Royal Oud. Holy shit, you spent some big dough on that, I bet. That bottle runs retail for like $570. Fuck. And then down here at the bottom, I think that's Terre de Mes Eau Intense Vetiver. No, that's just Terre de Mes. So you got Hassavat up there, and you got the Rodriguez, Narciso Rodriguez. I forget what the fucking guy's name is. Fuck. Dior Homme Intense, Dior. Dude, you got all the Diors. You got like, is that Dior Homme O right there? Maybe? I think it's just the lighting, I don't know. But you got a lot of Diors, and that is so good. You got Dior Homme 2020, and then you got, I think, the original Dior Homme there, and then 2 Intenses. That's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Or that might be the Parfum, I don't know. Mancera's, Cedrat Boisé, and Instant Crush, good man. Sauvage Elixir, I gotta get me a bottle. God, I gotta get me a bottle. Got some Chanel's down there, some Spice Bomb. Oh, here we go, Mercedes-Benz Cologne. You know it. You know it. That thing is like Diorum Cologne, but like way cheaper. I don't know if it's really cheap now because it's like discontinued or something. See two like ISOE Super Ambroxan sprayers on there that I recently bought. So hell yeah, man, representing. Some Lanoe de Lones. I don't know if that's Blue Electric or Lentense or O Electric, because they have the same bottle style. YO Fresh, that's a good one. In Chrome Aqua, that's a really good one. You're pretty well rounded here. You got niche stuff, you got Creeds, you got you know, Mancera, you got Nishane. You're pretty well versed here. If you're looking at getting more, I mean, you don't really need any more, but if you're looking into getting more, I would maybe experiment. I'd maybe get into Montal. You don't really need any clones because you got a lot of really good ones. Maybe try looking into getting a Montal fragrance if you're looking for, you know, a recommendation. I'm still kind of exploring Montal, so I don't know the best pickups from Montal. I know TLTG Reviews has a bunch of Montals, and then Curly Fragrance does a bunch of Montal stuff. So if you're looking for a good Montal fragrance to buy, maybe go check out their channels and get some. But just my recommendation, you're really well covered here. I'm just trying to give you some more ideas. But anyway, thank you, Joe, for submitting your collection. I really do appreciate it. The next one comes from Sir Hoffman. Submitted his collection, and let's take a look here. It's a Drop Boise. Ooh, you have the entirety of the Legend line up top. You know, the Legend Red is one I really want to get in my collection, but I'm kind of waiting on two factors for picking up Legend Red. I'm waiting for disposable income, which is great, and then two, like the best price. So like when the best price comes around, you know, with you know, disposable income, those two equations just fuse and make a beautiful, anyway. Artisan Pure at the top, John Varvatos, the original one. You got some chromes in here, pretty nice. Roche's Loam is at the bottom. That's a good one. That's a really good one. It's like a musky pineapple kind of fragrance. Dolce & Gabbana, the one, EDP. Ralph's Club, EDP. That's a really highly underrated fragrance. Acqua di Gio's, you're well covered there. Acqua di Gio's is, you know, the way to go. Prada Amber Pour Homme, one of my favorite gym fragrances. That thing is, oh, it's so good. It smells like just a bar of soap, and it's a really good fragrance. Diorum Intense, of course, you gotta have that one. That's a good one. Platinum Egoist, yeah. Then Molecule 01, I think, or 2. I can't really see it because of the picture quality. I believe the top left one, I believe this one here is a Aventus clone, I think. You're pretty well rounded here, sir. You're pretty good here. I would say the only thing is maybe try to expand outside of designer fragrances. I mean, I'm doing the same, so no shade. I'm not throwing any shade here, sir. Maybe like expanding into like Nishane or Montal, like I was saying before, or even, what is the other one? Maybe Creed, I don't know. I don't really get on Creed because they're so expensive and their performance doesn't really last all that long, so maybe stay away from them. But yeah, maybe expand your horizons into like niche territory, you know? Because you smell nice. I mean, regardless of what you do, if you buy another fragrance or not, you're smelling pretty fly, sir. So anyway, thank you, Sir Hoffman. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for submitting your collection to me. All right, so the next one comes from Dino, and Dino has a pretty interesting collection here. Zara, I don't know anything about Zara fragrances. If anybody does, leave a comment down below. What are like the best 3 to pick up so that I can look into them? I have no idea what the Zara is. Encre Noir, Extreme. I did not get on the Encre Noir train. I bought the original, and it smelled like this dark cloud swimming pool. Like I was sitting in a swimming pool in a dark, cloudy swamp. It was really weird. Gucci Guilty Absolute. I hear that one is like super weird. Super weird. So I don't know anything about that one. I mean, it intrigues me, but I would never buy a bottle of it. I'd probably sample it. Sampling would be best, but I would not buy a bottle. If you have any experience with it, let me know down in the comments. I would love to know, but from what I heard, it's really weird. Yeah, I also have the Dreamer there. I've never tried that one. I need to. A lot of people say it's weird too. And then you have blue. I don't know what that is. It's blue something or other. I don't know. I think it's from that guy from Spy Kids. Oh, I do know this one, Zara. I know this Zara. It's Vibrant Leather from Zara. I know that one. I do know that one. This is him. How do I feel about that one? It's very dry vanilla, and it's like almost a dusty, powdery kind of thing. I kind of associated it with Dark Rebel by John Varvatos, and so I was kind of like mixed on it. I really didn't find any time to wear it because it was just so dark, powdery, and a little weird, if I'm honest. It is nice for like the cold, but it's one of those fragrances that's really deep and dark, but also powdery and dusty, like dusty vanilla. And then some great freshies down here. These three are really good. Tag Him, and I don't know what that one's a take on. I think it's Bleu de Chanel, but the bottle is stupid on that one. Anyway, thank you, Dino, for submitting your collections. And the last one comes from Brett here, and he's got a lot of good stuff here, man. You got Le Beau, Le Parfum at the top. You got the Edition Blanche. Everyone has that. Is it any good? Guys, let me know. Please let me know down in the comments. Is Edition Blanche worth picking up for the spring and the summertime? Spring and summertime are coming up, and I'm gonna need it. Is it worth picking it up? You've got the Sauvage Army up top. Sauvage with Mercedes-Benz in the background. You know, Mercedes-Benz Club Black is actually really good to layer with Sauvage. Dolce & Gabbana The One, Eau de Parfum, Stronger With You, absolutely. Dude, those are two amazing ones. Give me this middle shelf. Just give it to me. Thank you. Tom Ford, a Noir Extreme on the end there, one of my favorites. And is that Blue Electric? Give me it. Brett, there's one thing wrong with your collection here. But don't worry, I'll take care of it. You're welcome. Born in Roma Coral Fantasy, I believe, because of the tint and the hue. That one really intrigues me. I really want to smell that one soon, rather than later. You've got Invictus Platinum and Victory, and also the Hype Beast itself. The Hype. And then you've got some cheaper fragrances at the bottom, and look at these samples. Is that... there's a Lonely Dior Sauvage elixir down there. Let me see. What is that doing down there? Let's put it up with the Army up top. The Lonely Dior Sauvage elixir. F in the chat. Anyway, thank you, Brett, for submitting your collection. Like I said with the other ones, I would just really kind of expand your territory into nicher fragrances, but honestly, you're well covered. You don't really need anything else. But if I had to say something, like if maybe Mancera, I always recommend Mancera. Montal, like I was saying, but Nichane is a excellent brand. But you're really well covered. You don't really need anything because you're really well covered here. But I would just say that. But thank you, Brett, for submitting your collection. That will do it for this episode. I'm gonna try to review more of your guys' fragrance collections. It's just, there's a lot of them. Thank you, everybody who submitted, and I'm going to try to make another video back to back. So I'll see you next time.